Joe, second game in a row where second half was a bit of a problem. Do you see any kind of correlation between those two games?
No, I thought we got some really good looks throughout the second half. What problem do you refer to?
Well, I'm just saying that like you guys kind of faded in the second half of
yeah.
both games.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just I thought in the first game that was just we didn't play well. I thought we executed. Thought we got some really good looks. I thought we didn't make them. We obviously, had some possessions where we either didn't, execute, find the right spacing, or we just kind of, we had 13 turnovers. A couple of those live ball were for dunks. But I thought it was a better process tonight than it was in the past game for sure. I thought they just they made more plays than we did down the stretch.
The self-inflicted stuff, the turnovers, is that like a loss of focus, or is it more credit to the type of defense that Detroit was playing?
No, I mean, I think sometimes it just happens. I mean, we only had 13. I think we're around 10 or 11. So, I mean, that's just normal. It's an average what we have. So there was a couple whether we dribbled off our foot, just normal stuff that happens throughout a game.
You mentioned the created good looks and the missed open looks. How does that affect the pressure they're able to put on Jalen when he's, doing a lot of the scoring? How much more attention can they put on him when the shots aren't falling?
I think at the end of the day, you just have to make the right read, which I thought he did tonight. I thought he got to the free throw line. He finished at the rim. He kicked out for open shots. I think that's just the nature of it. Nothing else is more important than that, regardless of if they're going in or not. Are we making the right read? I thought we did that for the majority of the game, and I thought there was obviously possessions that we can get better at that.
Sam going out coupled with some of the fouling issues for Jordan and Ugo, how did that sort of influence what you wanted to do from a substitution?
Yeah, I mean, obviously not having Sam and his ability to execute and really play, from an offensive standpoint and what he gives us defensively. But I think we talk about it before the game. That's just part of the depth that we have. So it was just the next guy's got to play. So obviously you want to have Jordan out there because of what he's been able to do from a defensive standpoint. But the other guys were called upon, and we had some good moments, and obviously moments we can get better at.
Whether it was the second chance points they had in the first half or the turnovers in the second half, those self-inflicted errors, do you feel like that was more of an issue? And how hard is it when you're plugging up one issue and then another one pops up that you're trying to solve in real time?
What's the question? I wasn't listening.
Just how much of it did you feel like was about those self-inflicted errors compared to stuff that they did to induce those?
It was a combination of both. I mean, I think, credit to them. They made plays. They made some timely open looks from three. They had a couple timely live ball turnovers, which we can control better. They made some big-time shots. So I think it was a combination of both.
And then with the bench scoring difference being 47-14, what do you see as the roots of that?
I would say you have to make them in order for the bench points to count. So we got to make the open looks. Like I said, I thought we got some really good looks. I thought the process that was there, we just didn't make some of them.
Jordan has often been the guy that you use to guard the go-to player for the opposing team. What went into sitting him down the stretch and going with another group there?
I thought we needed scoring at that time. We were down multiple possessions. I also felt like the points that Cunningham got weren't matchup dependent. It was just he got 6 threes. He made some pick and roll threes, and so I like what Ant was giving us on the offensive end and what Ant gave us defensively. So I think at that time you were looking to just score and kind of have an offensive lineup out there.
You mentioned those Cade threes. The way you guys defended him and the threes that he did make, were you happy with the defense he played and he just hit some in tough spots, or do you think there was stuff?
Yeah, I mean, especially the one coming out of the timeout, the one right in front of our bench. I thought that was a tough shot there. So he's a good player. I just got to tip your cap to him. Like I said, I thought we answered the call from a physicality standpoint. Just got to execute better.
Joe, what led you to go kind of zone extensively in this one, and how did you think it held up?
To me, zone isn't a post thing where you're like, it's good. You have to decide to do it because, you can't look at it and be like, oh, it didn't work because of X, Y, and Z. We gave up. I thought it messed up their rhythm. I thought it allowed us, to kind of change the matchups, keep guys out of it. I thought, Javonte Green hit a three. A couple guys hit a couple shots. But I thought it was good for us at times. But regardless, it's one of those things that we want to have in our back pocket to change the rhythm. And regardless of if it's good or not, we got to be able to do it. And I thought we had some good moments of it tonight.
Joe, how do you think you dealt with their physicality?
I thought we answered the call. I think they're one of the bigger, more physical teams in the league. I think we're right there. Obviously, there's 4 or 5 possessions, some of the live ball turnovers, but I liked our mental toughness. I liked our physical toughness throughout the game. I think what we can learn from this one is continuing to maintain those things, and then just have our execution on both ends of the floor. So I thought we met that call tonight.
There was a play, I think in the second quarter, Stewart just snatched the ball from Josh and scored, and you pulled Josh. Is that what was the reasoning behind that? And is that the kind of examples you have to do to step up the physicality when they're trying to pull?
Yeah, I mean, listen, Josh is, as we talked about before, he's learning to play different positions. He's not necessarily a 5-man, but he's going to be matched up with different guys. But the games like this, I thought tonight had a playoff type feel to it, and games like this call for another level of physicality that we have to be able to get to. And so it's just teaching moments there, and I think for more times than not throughout the game, we met that challenge, and we have to continue to do so. Thanks.